Conor McGregor, UFC superstar, you'll do fucking none, basically calls Floyd Mayweather an old man. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also hit the subscribe button for the latest and greatest in boxing. Now, Mayweather and McGregor, talk of the town. Will it happen? Some people love it, some people hate it. Like I said before, some of y'all are full of shit because this video, along with all the other videos I do covering this fight and talking about all the headlines and the little news clippings and stuff, you're there. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys leave, you don't switch usernames, and this is no different. And I told you guys, Conor McGregor's not ranked in boxing because he's from the UFC. Floyd Mayweather has been retired for 2 years, since Berto, September 15th. So he's not ranked, right? This is a fight it's going to make a lot of money. It's going to have a funny build-up, which is what I want to talk about in this video. And I think it'll entertain. Now, if Conor McGregor can actually make it interesting, I mean, that remains to be seen. We don't know. I mean, we've seen clips of him boxing and stuff, but obviously we have to see how awkward he can be or make it. But he's a big dude. He's a southpaw, and he showed heart in the past. Now, Conor McGregor, he took to his verified Instagram, the Notorious MMA, and this dude is hilarious to me. He's funny. He posted a picture of Floyd Mayweather. He got some light sparring in, I guess, that day, and he sparred with one of his TMT fighters. And Conor McGregor posted this picture of him, of the two, that's been circling the internet, and his caption says, "Man, much respect to Floyd Sr. still getting a few rounds in at the gym. I hope I could still train at that age. Respect." So he's basically calling Floyd Mayweather an old man and saying he's looking older or whatever, and he's calling him his dad. So this dude is funny to me. And I told y'all, for this reason, the fight is going to sell. And actually, Conor McGregor might even get Mayweather with the trash talking, because he's been doing it a lot more lately. Like, more, don't get it twisted. I think Conor McGregor took chapters out of the Mayweather playbook for sure. Floyd, a lot of what Conor's doing was what Floyd's been doing. You know what I mean? But Floyd might be a little rusty. That's all I'm saying. Because in the Pacquiao buildup, he didn't really talk anything about Pacquiao. The fight had been brewing for 5-6 years or whatever it was, and it was just like, oh, here's the fight, here's the date, deal with it. But there wasn't really much of a build-up. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of, it was hard enough to make the fight, so they just kind of let that ride. Had a closed-off press conference and the whole nine. But prime Floyd Mayweather, he talked a lot. He talked about, rest in peace, Arturo Gatti. He talked about Ricky Hatton, Shane Mosley, straight shooter. Shane Mosley got a big nose. He was saying all that stuff. He even talked, he had a couple things, a couple jabs at Conor McGregor. He was like, yeah, the Chucky doll, I mean, the Notre Dame mascot. He was saying something like that. And back in the day, before the fight was actually made and signed, sealed, and delivered, he was saying some stuff about Pacquiao. I don't know. I don't remember what he said. He said something like, Pacquiao make my sushi, or something like stereotype or something. But Conor McGregor's been doing this. I thought his build-ups, he made the build-ups with Nate Diaz, both of their personalities made it real fun in the build-up for that. He put Jeremy Stevens on blast at that press conference. He was like, you know who I am. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? Like, had everybody in the auditorium, in the venue, laughing at Jeremy Stevens. So I like it. I think Conor McGregor is funny. He's good for his sport. If the two collide and come together, again, it's a weird. It's like Capcom versus Marvel. You have two universes, Marvel versus DC. UFC and boxing, we don't really see them mesh. And when we do see them, or at least in the past, it's been a rusty boxer, like, you know what I mean, the boxer who's no longer, who's like a shell of their former self, like let's say an aged James Toney, not a prime James Toney when he was beating Evander Holyfield, when he was beating John Ruiz, stuff like that. It was like an older version of James Toney, right? And those are the type of crossover fights that we get. And there are other fights that were supposed to be had. Like I heard Roy Jones wanted to fight Anderson Spider Silva, but it never materialized. I heard about it for years. We didn't get to see it. You know what I mean? So I heard about Kimbo Slice possibly facing somebody or this person, that, but we didn't get to see him. But the stars look like they've aligned. You got two of the biggest fighters in their respective sports. They want to fight each other. There's money there. And it is what it is. And I told you guys, like, some of you guys are, like I said, at the end of the day, are full of shit. The fight will sell, point blank, period. Which is why, to me, Oscar De La Hoya has called out the fight and begged the fans not to participate and boycott the fight. Why would you have to do that? If the fight, if it's such a bad fight and it's a black eye and a black cloud for the sport of boxing, etc., then it's gonna fail naturally. Like Cotto Kamagai, I don't really expect that to break any numbers, and that's a Golden Boy fight. Golden Boy did a deal with Cotto, and they're promoting it. That's what they feel is a fight that the public needs at the StubHub Center, right? So I fully don't expect it to, and that's a title fight. You know what I mean? As far as I know, Mayweather McGregor is for entertainment. I don't think it's for a title unless they make up like some special belt or something, commemorative belt like they try to do Canelo Chavez. But you look at, like I said, Cotto Kamagai, that's not going to do no crazy numbers. You know what I mean? And that means very little to the 154-pound division. You know, you can say that the same thing with Conor McGregor, because win, lose, or draw, he's probably not going to stay in boxing. But we do know one thing. It's going to make money. It will do that. You know what I'm saying? And I do think it will entertain. And Conor McGregor's already kicking it off. He's dropping little cryptic messages. Something big's coming. I did a video about it. I did a video about the August 26th date. Mayweather Promotions has held that date. And you see across all the social media, across all websites, across YouTube. I think I was one of the first people on YouTube to even talk about it. Right? Check the timestamps. Check the dates. You guys know. And I talked about the August 26th dates. Now it's spreading like wildfire. So for a fight that nobody cares about, a lot of people sure seem to talk. Even if they're detesting the fight and talking down. And I told y'all, if y'all really don't like this fight, then don't talk about it. And for the other writers and channels, why are you writing articles about it? Why are other channels monetizing their videos? Don't monetize them. Stand for something. If that's your real platform and you're just like, man, I'm not for this, then demonetize them or don't make videos about it and hope it gets little exposure. And at least you did your part, right? I told y'all straight up, this is a business. I have no problem with the fight because it's going to entertain me and I know it's going to be big. A lot of the people like De La Hoya and fans, oh, this is such a black eye in the sport of boxing. Boxing is dead. That's bullshit. It's 2017 and we're getting great fights. This is just some extra shit that they're doing for entertainment. We're still getting Canelo, Golovkin. We still got Kell Brook, Errol Spence Jr. We still got Joshua Klitschko, and it looks like we're going to probably get a rematch of that. We might get David Haye versus Tony Bellew. You know what I mean? Wilder says he has a big announcement. So shit's moving. It's not, you know what I mean? We got Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia. We got Badu Jack versus James DeGale. Tank Davis fought twice. Like, boxing is alive and well. We've seen some people remain, some people changing of guards, right? So it is what it is. Not in no one fight is gonna tear down centuries of boxing history. You know what I mean? Again, if you don't like it, don't make videos about it. Don't write articles. But the people who are doing that I've seen, they're full of shit because they want to talk about it because they know there's money. I'm telling y'all straight up, full disclosure. This is a brand. This is my full-time income. So I talk about the hottest thing, whatever I want to talk about, but I talk about the hottest trending issues and topics. And if it happens to be Mayweather McGregor, then I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to cash in on it straight up because it's not all about money, but at the end of the day, you still have to make a livelihood. And that is going to be how you expand your brand. You know what I mean? Everything takes money. I'm traveling to Vegas this week to cover Ward Kovalev. This is coming out of my bank account, like all the fights, you know what I mean, going to New York back-to-back months. So at the end of the day, this is a business, just like it is for Conor and just like it is for Floyd, at least at this level, when you're doing it at this level, you know what I'm saying? So again, all the people who despise the fight, don't talk about it. Hopefully, like, you know what I'm saying, and like De La Hoya, you're talking about it and shitting on it. Why? You shouldn't have to. If a fight's gonna be horrible, you don't have to go above and beyond and use your celebrity platform and beg people not to say it. Like, for example, Cotto Kamagai, Jeff Horn, Pacquiao. I told you guys my opinion on the fight. I'm not a big fan of those fights. I don't think they really shaped the division, and 147 and 154 are far too stacked to get lackluster fights, championship fights, you know what I mean, for WBO belts in both instances. But I never once told people don't get tickets to that. I said I'm not going to the Cotto Kamagai. I live in California. I'm not going, but y'all can go. If you live down the street from the StubHub, you live in Carson, Lancaster, Palm Springs, wherever, and you want to go, have at it. Enjoy, have fun. Get a beer, take your girl. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you're not worried, you don't have to cock block a fight. You know what I'm saying? If Mayweather McGregor is everything that De La Hoya said it is and other people, then you don't have to write 1,000 articles or beg people not to watch it and boycott it. People are ultimately going to do what they want to do, and this is a perfect example of it. Conor McGregor, he's getting the audience and he's getting people's buy-in already. He's clowning Floyd, trolling him, saying that he's Floyd Sr. And, you know what I mean? Those chuckles add to ticket sales. It's like, oh, damn, I like this Conor dude. He's funny. Or some people like Floyd. Easy work. You a leprechaun. You some easy ass work, motherfucker. I get as close as one. I get as close as I want. You ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? All that back and forth is gonna sell, point blank, period. And again, stand for something. Straight up, stand for something. If you hate the fight, if it's ruining boxing and you're purely, hey, I'm only about boxing, that's all I care about is boxing, then stand for something. Don't talk about this fight. Leave that to me. Leave that to the other people who have no problem covering it. You know what I'm saying? But again, you'll see people's true colors. You'll see how fake. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's not something that I'm really supporting and stuff, like, I will put my foot down. If it's something that really bothers me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you guys, I'm not going to Cotto Kamagai unless someone were to pay for all my travel expenses. It's just, you know what I mean? You got a budget and you have to be efficient. And with Mikey Garcia, Broner, and all these other great fights on the horizon, I think there's money well spent elsewhere other than traveling to LA. People don't understand California is big. I live in the Bay Area. Shout out to the Warriors too, getting it done, getting that revenge against the Cavaliers. Like I told y'all, check my Twitter, check the dates. I told y'all, Warriors in 5. But I live in the Bay Area. To drive to Southern California, it's like 6 hours, 6.5 hours, depending on if there's an accident on the Grapevine or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I'm not going to Cotto Kamagai. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more efficient for you guys to cover bigger fights. That's why I'm going to Ward Kovalev, because I'm pretty sure that's a big fight. It's a meaningful fight that you guys want to see. You know what I mean? So again, if you like Mayweather and McGregor, cool. If you don't, then stop showing up on the video. Stop supporting it by being there, by giving it additional exposure, writing articles, trying to make money off of talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Leave that to the people who don't care and just look at it as what it is, a money fight with two guys who were here to entertain us, period. Let me know what you guys think. I thought the Conor McGregor trolling was funny. He called Floyd Sr. I can't wait to see if it gets announced and how Floyd responds. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.